Rouse's Markets is voted best grocery store in New Orleans, best grocery store in Baton Rouge, Mississippi, Gulf Coast, Thibodeau, Houma, Hammond, Lake Charles, Mobile, year after year. Thank you for choosing us best grocery store on the Gulf Coast. Number one. Thank you.
Thank you.
The number one grocery store
In Mississippi, Alabama,
Louisiana. 1 million customers a week can't be wrong. Welcome to Rouse's.
Hello and welcome to this edition of Bayou Time. I'm your host, Keith Weissite, licensed clinical social worker with Terrebonne Home Care. Very glad you're joining us. However you may be joining us, we appreciate it. And you know, we always like to get updates from things going on in our various parishes. We look to Sheriff Gary Driscoll over in St. Mary Parish. We appreciate you joining us today, Sheriff.
Thank you for having me.
Yes, sir. I know we got several things to go over, and for those of us who are animal lovers, this one's a little bit difficult. Tell us a little bit about this animal cruelty case that's happened.
We've actually had a few animal cruelty cases, and these really bothered us. Someone actually tied a dog up in a very wooded area out in the middle of nowhere, shot it, and left it to die. It was found by a young man, and we was called, and it's under investigation. And we're looking for any assistance that we can get. As you can see, the dog, a beautiful dog, and you know, it's really sad to see something like this happen. So if you have any information that can help us solve this case, who the suspect is, please call us and give us the information.
Yeah, we Jason, if you don't mind putting that picture up one more time, I want people to take a good look at this puppy and be able to see that this is just not something that we can tolerate. And Sheriff, I've got to agree with you. No animal deserves to be treated this way. And so if somebody recognizes this dog or knows who was the owner, we certainly would like to get information so that we can bring those people to justice, because this, again, animal abuse is a crime, and they're not going to stand for that in St. Mary Parish, and we shouldn't. And so, Sheriff, I know a sad case. We appreciate that. I know we had another situation with a pursuit that ended with finding out a number of different drug paraphernalia and a number of different violations there.
Yes. Our patrol division, along with narcotics, have seen a vehicle that turned and did not use the turning signal, had some traffic violations. And when they attempted to stop him, he fled. He got to high rates of speed, lost control, and went into a storage facility.
Oh, my goodness.
The suspect ran on foot, and that's Tyreek Perry. We do have active warrants for him right now.
Okay. And again, this is the
during
vehicle.
That course of investigation, approximately 4 pounds of marijuana was located, a gun, cash. All that was seized and turned over.
Yeah. Well, we are so very glad that you were able to get those things that we can potentially make sure we keep off the street, but looking for that individual right now. So we want to ask if anybody's got the whereabouts that they give you a call. Tell them where
Absolutely.
They can reach you at, Sheriff.
You can reach us at 337-828-1960.
828-1960. In some other good news, I'm always glad for you guys to participate in some of the events that we have in the area. It sounds like you guys won the People's Choice Award at one of the cook-offs.
Yeah, they had the Cajun hamburger cook-off, and you know, I got some guys that they really know how to cook. They enjoy doing it.
Right.
And it was a great event in Morgan City, and they had 19 people, 19 different teams involved, and we took People's Choice. It was a very good burger. I think we should have took first all around, but
of course
we'll settle. It was, you know, it's a fun time for everybody, and we get to talk to people and meet people, and you know, it was just a good time all around.
Well, you know, the other good thing about that is that you get to let everybody in the area know that, hey, we're guys in the community too. We're men and women who want to serve, but we want to be part of the community, and quite frankly, we can cook just as good as the next guy. And you guys got to prove that.
That's right. I'm proud of my guys, you know.
Yeah.
Of course, you're not going to see me cook too much. I'll help serve and things of that nature, but
right.
they're the ones, they're the chefs.
There you go.
They're that good.
Yeah. The other thing you got to be really proud of is that if you were just doing seasoning and serving, it means you can take some direction as well, right? Those of us in leadership positions need to be able to know when to hold them and when to fold them and when to let the guys to be able to cook when they can.
Absolutely. You got to play to their strengths. And I know that's not my strength, it's theirs.
Yeah.
And I'm going to let them run with it.
Yeah, I'm with you. I'm a great taster. I'll be glad to tell you if I think it's good or not for a little while. I appreciate it. So let's talk a little bit about this deputy that's been with you guys for some 40 plus years who just recently retired.
Yeah, Philip Bourgeois started over 40 years ago, and he's done a little bit of everything. Patrol. When he retired, he was working on our range. He was a great guy to work with, always dedicated, professional. We're going to miss him tremendously. He's just a good guy all the way around. At the range, he would help people, and teach people how to shoot, and just he was perfect man for that job.
Yeah, it's one of those things when you find somebody who does that for that long. They've served in multiple roles, but even at the gun range, you find some excellent marksmen, right?
Absolutely.
But you get to learn from them, and it seems like he's been able to share and partake his knowledge for those 40 plus years or so. Talked about him as an individual, probably very dedicated to our community.
He was. I mean, law enforcement has been in his soul, really, for all these years. It's something that he loved doing. He loved being around people. He loved talking to people. And, towards the later part of his career, he wanted to go to the range because he knew he'd be able to do that more one-on-one. He was a range safety officer and just enjoyed being around those people.
Yeah. Well, we certainly want to say a congratulations to him. We certainly want him to enjoy his retirement. And I know you guys are going to miss him, but I know we've got some young men and women wanting to fill those shoes and be able to really provide and serve in the community like you do.
Absolutely. We've always got somebody that's going to step up to the plate, the next man up. And Philip has played a huge part of that, teaching some of these younger deputies how to be professional and how to work hard. And that's, his experience, his knowledge. We're going to miss that more than anything.
Yeah. Well, Sheriff, we appreciate your time as always. Thank you for the updates, and thanks for keeping our community safe.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. And we appreciate you so much for joining us. That will do it for this particular segment, but don't go anywhere. A whole lot more right here on HTV.
Today's social media segment is brought to you by Alford and Associates for all of your insurance needs. CIS, Cardiovascular Institute of the South, the highest quality cardiovascular care available. Barker Honda, the Barker family tradition of quality.